Now, Friday, the word got out that a suicide bomber attempted to blow up the U.S. Capitol.
Good evening, I'm Brett Baer. Another reminder today about just how dangerous a world we live in. Federal authorities arrested a man who they say was on a suicide mission to the U.S. Capitol building.
Court documents stated that the suspect allegedly planned to shoot any police officer who blocked his entry to the Capitol, where he planned to blow himself up.
The arrest happened today after the result of a long undercover operation during which the man thought he was dealing with operatives of Al-Qaeda.
This person was acting alone, was not connected, has not been connected to any terrorist organization.
In a statement, the ranking Republican of the Senate Homeland Security Committee said the plot looked like another example of radicalized extremists targeting the U.S., adding that the spike in homegrown cases is alarming. Quote,
now, after the suspect was captured, he appeared in U.S. District Court, where he was charged with attempting to use a weapon of mass destruction. Anime El-Khalifi is the man in question, 29-year-old undocumented immigrant who's been living in the D.C. suburbs for about a decade. The Moroccan native reportedly expressed a desire to blow up a building in Northern Virginia back in early December to an FBI informant, and the FBI has been plotting with him ever since. Now, in a press release that same day, the FBI explained that while they were closely and carefully monitoring the suspicious person, they said that the investigation was very well controlled and admitted that the public was never in danger. So wait, the public was safe even though El-Khalifi was carrying an explosive vest right in front of the Capitol? How is that possible? Well, apparently during their investigation, the feds were actively helping El-Khalifi prepare his bomb plot, so they knew every new move that he was going to make because they planned it. And not only did the undercover feds provide him with a disabled gun, but they also helped him build that vest, replacing deadly materials with other non-dangerous materials. So upon closer inspection, we should adjust our graphic here. It shouldn't say suicide bomber attempts to hit on U.S. Capitol. The more accurate graphic should say FBI tries to coax Muslim into bombing Capitol. Yeah, the FBI was involved from the beginning to the end of this plot, and they even handed him the weapons to use. I don't think that it's fair to give El-Khalifi all the credit. Now, this latest foiled plot can be added to a long list of FBI-assisted terror attacks which end in the arrest of a terrorist but sound a lot more like entrapment. The Newburgh 4, the Portland Christmas tree bomber, the New York subway bombing plot. Just a few examples of how the feds did all of the legwork to create a terrorist plot just so they can come in and save themselves from their own plan. Now, we know that the government sets aside hundreds of millions of dollars to fight terrorism at home. In fact, in the decade after 9/11, the FBI spent more to prevent acts of terrorism than it has on stopping the rest of all organized crime. So I think it's pretty clear. Just like anything else in America, the counterterrorism program has become a business. So we always have to be slightly skeptical. Realize that while the FBI has and does stop real plots, some cases, like Anime El-Khalifi, seem like they may just be used to keep the government's program alive and running.